to be very clear about what you're saying. Now, just how involved are you in Kirk?
Emma, I think we can both figure out what...
Maybe you can. But I want no misunderstanding here.
The last few nights I've been away from the farm, most of them have been with Kirk.
Good Lord, Ellie. How do you think that's going to make Iva feel if she finds out?
She knows, Mama.
Thanks, Janet. I'll be up to the office soon.
Hey,
son. How are you? Good, good. I just got a message that Kim called. They arrived in Chicago. I wish she hadn't felt compelled to go there and look for Andy with John.
Well, I know what you mean, Dad. That's what happens when two people have a child together. I guess we better get used to it. Now that Hal's back, he's going to want to spend a lot of time with Adam.
Well, he has to resolve a few other things.
Yeah, like what?
Emily was here earlier. She said that Hal found out that Barbara knew about Adam before Margot told him.
You did figure out where he was. I can't hide anything from... Boy, you're getting smart. You know that?
Where'd he go?
How come you're always right, huh?
Oh, now, will you remember that next time we disagree?
Yeah, fat chance. Good boy.
Yeah.
Just being with you just puts everything in perspective, you know?
Sure does. Every time I think life's beating me up, I just grab hold of Adam and hold him till everything's okay again.
Well, God knows how I'm gonna work things out with Barbara.
Because you love each other, that's how.
A couple of hours ago, I wouldn't have given you a plug nickel for my marriage. But just being with you and this guy here, all of a sudden I feel like nothing's impossible.
As the world turns.
Well, Margot and I were aware that Barbara was going to tell Hal. I take it he reacted the way we kind of expected.
No, she didn't tell him. He got a letter.
From who?
It wasn't signed. Barbara's accusing Emily, but I find it hard to believe that she's responsible for it.
Well, sweetheart, I can't believe how much younger you look. Your shaving wouldn't have anything to do with Colin Crowley being back in town now, would it?
No, I just felt like a change.
Oh, come on. What's all this jealousy? I thought we were over.
Who's jealous?
Oh, you seem to be.
Hello, Tom.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Listen, you haven't heard anything from your ex-son-in-law, have you, by any chance?
Colin Crowley? No, why?
Well, he's back in town. He paid us a visit today. As far as I'm concerned, Sabrina's better off without him.
Hey, Duncan and Shannon.
Casey.
Hi.
Bob.
We still up for that interview?
Well, you're not backing out, are you?
I'm not backing out. I thought maybe we could do it in your lab after you finish your work today.
Oh, well, I thought maybe we'd do it at my house. That way I could have my family cheer me on, you know?
No, I'm gonna be there. I'm getting to be really good at giving interviews.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, then. I'll see you later.
All right.
Who wants coffee?
Not me.
I'm gonna get some.
Well, Bob, now that Kim's away, would you like to join us for supper tonight?
Well, thank you, Lila. Yes, I'd like to stop by the house first and check with Joyce and see Christopher for a while.
Oh, okay. We'll just drop by after that. And how about you? With Margot and Leanne, huh?
Well, I doubt Leanne will show up. She appears to be avoiding Duke these days.
Hey, it's pretty slow out there, so I was just wondering if you needed any help.
Well, I don't need any, really, but I'd love to talk. How'd it go with Duke?
Not well. Yeah, I can't believe he has such double standards. I mean, I wonder how he would feel if I went to bed with somebody that I picked up at a bar.
You wouldn't do that, darling. You're not that type of girl.
Yeah, well, I'm sure if I was a typical American girl, I would have probably gone to bed with Duke by now.
No, not necessarily. Oh, and please, I don't want you to feel the pressures of sex. Would it help to talk to me? All right, so maybe that's awkward. Would you want to talk to a counselor?
No, no. I just think I need to sort out my feelings right now.
Sure.
Excuse me.
Barbara, did you find Hal?
Yes, I found Hal. I found Hal. I went over to Lila's, and I looked in the window. And there were Hal and Margot on the floor playing with baby Adam like this happy family. I couldn't even ring the bell.
Why not? Oh, Barbara, you shouldn't have run away like that, honey. If Hal looked happy, maybe that means he's over his anger. You might have had a very good talk.
Oh, Lisa. Hal was happy because he was there with Margot and with Adam. I mean, I can't even compete with him anymore.
You don't have to compete. Margot's married to Tom, and besides, whatever Hal has said to you, he has said in anger. The bond he feels with Margot and Adam, that doesn't detract from the love he feels for you.
I think I need to talk to Paul.
Oh, hey, I almost forgot. Dr. Samuels called, and she said she needs to talk with you. It's very important. Maybe it's good news.
Well, wouldn't that be ironic? The last thing that Hal would want to do right now is have a baby with me.
Oh, now, wait a minute. Barbara, give Hal a chance to cool off. Then you work this thing out. You have to. Then you can have this beautiful family that you've been planning when everything blows over.
I used to think so, Lisa. But no more.
Ellie, how could you have done such a thing?
Mama, we didn't plan it. It just happened. We were both very vulnerable, and Iva made it very clear to me that it was over between her and Kirk and that she wanted him to get on with his life. And besides, he was supposed to go to Boston, and he didn't.
Oh, and that was supposed to make it all right because it was just going to be for one
Emma,
night?
that is not what Ellie is trying to say.
It doesn't matter. Nothing I can say.
I don't care how vulnerable you were. I mean, that is no excuse for being totally indifferent to your sister's feelings.
Mama, I was not indifferent toward Iva's feelings. She broke up with him before anything happened between us.
Well, my dear young lady, you must have felt a bit guilty or else you wouldn't have moved out of the house.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I did. I thought that it would be better for everyone, including Iva, if I left. But you've got to remember that it was over between them before anything happened.
That is no excuse for sleeping with a man that your sister is still in love with.
Oh, a man that she rejected. A man that was just as lonely as I was at the time that it happened. You know, I don't know why I came over here and tried to explain it.
Ellie, why must you always act so impulsively?
I'm not acting impulsively, Mama. I'm just tired of feeling responsible for other people and Iva and trying to make up for the fact that you sent her away when she was 13.
That was my mistake, and I have never asked you to make up for it. But you listen to me. This mistake is yours.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mama. I didn't mean to say that. I should have just gone to Chicago after I packed. I'm sorry, Mama.
Hey, Ellie, hold on.
Think you were a little hard on her?
Maybe. Nothing I said or did begin to hurt her as much as she's going to hurt herself.
Hi, Lily.
Kirk, what can I do for you? Decided to take up my offer?
No, I'm looking for Ellie. Her secretary said she was planning to come by here.
Oh, yeah, she was here earlier, but she left when my grandfather came.
Cal?
No, Jared.
Oh, that's great. That's just what I need.
He knows about the breakup, but he doesn't know about Ellie's involvement, in case you're wondering. He did say some things that upset her, though. That's why she left in such a hurry.
Anderson! Oh, I hope you're not upset about Webster Software, old man.
No, I don't get upset about nickels and dimes. Keep trying, old man.
Hell of a sport, isn't he?
I guess. Is he okay?
Oh, he's just worried about M&A giving him a run for his money. Look, can you hang around for a second? I've got to make a conference call, but after that I could take you to dinner.
Well, actually, I'm here to see Lily, but I suppose I could hang around for a second.
See you in a minute.
Okay. I have a check for you. Barbara's 3-month penalty fee for severing her contract.
I can't accept it. We're not entitled to it. She offered to come back, but I said no.
Oh, I wish my clients would tell me these things.
I hope you understand. I couldn't trust her not to make any more demands or walk out on the contract again.
Yeah, I understand and I respect your decision.
Thank you. It wasn't easy to give up the income from BRO, but I really think it's best for everybody involved. I have a feeling she did it just to try and appease Paul.
Is that a sad or a happy side?
Both. I was just wishing that the rest of my life could be as happy as it is with you.
Job giving you trouble?
No, it's mostly my mom. She's been on the warpath lately. She tried to hurt somebody that I care about. I know she's hurting too, but it's just no excuse for what she did.
That's so weird. When I met her, she was so nice to me. Lord knows she's gorgeous, not to mention successful.
Yeah, well, she's got a lot going for her. Great marriage on top of all that, but she... You know, when she feels threatened, she turns into this person that I don't even want to know. Why are we talking about this? I just want to be close to you and not think of anything else outside this room. Oh, I hope that's not Mrs. Laughing.
Your mother? You want me to hide or something?
No, just stay right here.
Hang on a sec.
Hi. Your landlady told me that I could come up.
See, it's not really a good time. I was just about to get in the shower.
Oh, that's okay. I can wait. Honey, I just really need to make things right with you.
Look, Mom, Hal's back. You should be with him. I'm sorry I had to tell him about Emily, but he kept asking what was wrong between us.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I was wrong about Emily. I was wrong about a lot of things. That's what I need to talk to you about, Paul.
Ma, look, it's not a good time.
Okay. Sorry I bothered you.
Naughty things that Pinocchio came to do. Of course, these became his friends. Of course. Yeah.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, I ran into your mom at the hospital. We're the advance team for Casey's interview with Duncan.
Yeah, and you're staying for dinner. Hal, you're welcome to stay, too. Why don't you call Barbara?
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Lila, but I don't think so. Not tonight. Thanks.
Hey, come here.
Kate's asleep and Marilyn is studying.
Okay, well, I think I'll go check.
Good.
Here, come here with me. Go see Dad, huh?
Hi, sweetie.
Hi.
Come on, give me one. Right there. Give me one. All right. So, my dad told me about the letter you got. I'm sorry. You have an idea who sent it?
Nope, I don't have the slightest idea. All I know is that it looked like a woman's handwriting.
Yeah, well, I know how you feel. Barbara's suffered a lot keeping this from you. She wanted to tell you last spring, and I persuaded her not to. That's why she's been mad at Margot for going down to the courthouse before.
Barbara has nobody to blame but herself. She had plenty of time to tell me, both before and after Margot did.
She was scared.
Hello? Yeah, hi, Lisa. He's right here, yeah. Hal, it's for you.
Yeah, Lisa. Okay, I'll be right down. Well, I better get going. Lisa says she's never seen Barbara so close to the edge.
Well, bye.
Do you two guys know how lucky you are?
Yeah, I do.
I do, too.
So, what is the actual situation between Barbara and Hal?
Oh, they had a terrible blow-up. So I brought him over here to try and calm him down and convince him to hang in there and talk it out.
I hope they can.
So do I, Because if they don't, Barbara's going to resent Adam more than ever.
Hello there.
Hi. Can you zip me up, please?
I'll tell you what I can do. I can unzip you.
Oh, better not. We'll never make it to Malibu.
That's all right. Okay.
Hey, do you mind if we drive by that modeling agency? I don't want to get lost on the way over there tomorrow.
You're not worried about that interview, are you?
Of course I am. Especially after seeing all those gorgeous women out at the pool today. I think LA needs another model like they need another freeway.
You know, I think you feel the same way about this modeling as I do about going to Waco. Only reason I got that job was because I knew Cal. Hey, maybe we have the same inferiority complex.
What would be so bad if we both fell flat on our faces? You know? I still got my job with Lisa, and I love Oakdale. You could do a whole lot worse than manage those 2 beautiful farms out in Luther's Corners.
I don't want to answer it.
Why not?
I don't know. Hello?
Hey, Caleb. Listen, how are you, son? Hey, I tried your room first.
Well, actually, Cal, we've been spending most of our time in this suite here. Listen, they really put out the red carpet for us. I want to thank you for that.
Good. Good, because when you get to Waco, I want you all rested and relaxed.
Actually, I'm already relaxed, thanks to Julie. Listen, is Mama there?
No, she's gone out for a little walk. Ellie told us about Kirk a little while ago.
Damn it. How's Mama taking it?
Well, about like you might expect. And then to make matters worse, I found out Jared's in town. Can't wait till he hears about it. He'll probably start tearing up Jack and try to get Kirk tarred and feathered and run out of town on a rail.
Lucinda just approved these new grants. Would you do me the favor of giving these to Iva when you see her, please?
I'll be glad to.
Thanks.
You can give them to Ivy yourself. She's right there.
Hi.
Hi, I didn't think I'd run into you. These are grants from Lucinda.
Oh, well, you could have sent a messenger.
Iva, I've been thinking about what I said earlier, and some of it was pretty harsh. Maybe even uncalled
You know,
for.
Ellie was by earlier.
Today?
Yeah, she didn't tell you?
No, she hasn't been back at the office. I called out at the farm, and she wasn't there either. I'm a little worried that she may have run away again.
Well, I don't think that would do any good. I told her so.
Well, I'm going to make a phone call. Excuse me.
Thank you.
Dr. Hughes.
Colin,
What a pleasure.
I heard you were in town.
Yes, well, I wasn't sure how welcome I'd be, all things considered. I suppose Sabrina told you all about the divorce.
Just that it happened and very little else.
Yes, well, I want you to know I consider myself to blame. She's a wonderful woman. I only hope she'll be happier without me than with me.
Well, we're hoping that she comes home for a visit soon. We feel kind of cut off from her. Excuse me.
Yes, right.
Hi.
Oh, Shannon.
Hi, handsome.
Didn't expect to see you here. You're not under the weather, I hope?
No, not at all. I'm just here for a regular checkup.
Ah, good. Well, in that case, may I buy you a cup of coffee?
No. What you can do, though, if you want to be a white knight, you can drive me over to the Montgomery Associates. Remember Lily Walsh?
Yes.
She's a partner there now. There's some decorating ideas I want to throw her way.
I'm at your service, madame.
Why, let's go.
All right.
Cal, it's Kirk. You heard from Ellie?
Yeah, she came out and dropped a kind of a bombshell about the two of you.
She still there?
No, Emma gave her a piece of her mind and she ran out.
Nah, I should have been there. Look, I'd like to come out. Is Emma there?
Well, I'm expecting her any minute, but I think I ought to warn you, Kirk. She's on the warpath.
I'm sorry. I'll see you shortly. Bye. Just talk to Cal. Ellie told your mother. Jared?
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment. And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
Well,
Well, Kirk was just delivering some papers that I needed.
Iva?
Oh, hi, Dr. Hughes. This is my father, Jared Carpenter. You must remember him.
Nice to see you again. Ready for that meeting with Rex?
Oh, that's right. Will you wait in my office for me?
Yeah, I'll be there in a few minutes.
All right.
Nice seeing you, Jared.
Too bad I can't say the same about you, Kirk.
Look, I know how you must feel.
The hell you do. You know, I feel vindicated. That's how I feel. Lenore, Iva, Emma, all convinced that you'd changed. Against my better judgment, I even tried to convince myself it was true. Somehow I knew deep down inside that Iva was heading for the same heartbreak that you gave Lenore and the children. At least now Lenore knows what a big mistake it was to ever let you back to see the children again.
My relationship with Lenore and our children has nothing to do with this. Lenore understands that Iva and I mutually agreed to break off our relationship before I saw anybody else.
Oh, you could convince her of that, but I'll never believe it. See, I still remember Adelaide Fitzgibbons, the little affair you had when you were still married to Lenore and she was carrying your baby.
I'm no more proud of that than you are of putting Iva up for adoption, but I've reconciled with my past. Now I'm trying to deal with the present.
Look, we've all heard this before. By the way, who's the new girl, huh? A VIP to help move you up the corporate ladder?
None of your damn business. Now get out of my way before I forget you're Iva's father.
Fat chance I'll ever let you forget that. See, I intend to see Iva through this thing. Let me tell you, if you ever get close to her again and louse up her life like you did Lenore's, I'll see that you regret it for the rest of your life.
Lila, how's Casey? Really?
Well, it's different from day to day, you know. Sometimes, you know, he's just his old self. And then there's other times, you know, his condition really gets the better of him. I'm afraid he's going to back out, and I'm talking to those vets at the VA hospital.
But going through this interview is a good sign, isn't it?
Guess. I don't know. I just don't know how to help him as much as I want to. Sometimes I just think, what if it were me? I don't think I could have his courage. I really don't.
Well, he's
Hey.
our star. Where's the big reporter?
Oh, he's not here yet? Well, we still got time to beat it then. What do you say?
What are you afraid of?
Having nothing to say.
Well, you just kiss your baby. You can always talk about babies.
She learned a new word today? You learned a new word I can use in this interview, Kay? Give it up.
You know what? Somebody needs change. Excuse me.
Uh-oh.
You know, Tom, I think it's Kate. Be back.
So, Duke, well, I know you have no secrets from Casey. What is the real problem between you and Leon?
What'd she say to you?
Nothing. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, that's it. It's nothing, really. Oh, I'll get that. Hey there.
Oh,
Come on in. Just waiting for you.
Hello, Margot.
Hi.
Hey, Duncan. How are you?
Nice to see you. Good. You ready?
Yeah, just about.
All right.
Mama?
Yeah.
Come here. Listen, I'm gonna invite Leon over for dinner, but don't tell Duke, okay?
Are you playing Cupid?
And don't tell Tom either.
Oh, gosh.
Well, I hope you don't mind the tape recorder. I'm not very good at taking notes.
Yeah, me neither. I talk to a machine all day anyway.
Hi, I want to talk to you about that, as a matter of fact.
Ah. So, whose interview is this? Y'all gonna stand there gawking at me?
Well, I thought you wanted some moral support.
Yeah, well, I did, but I think I changed my mind. I'd like a little privacy.
Okay, everybody, into the kitchen.
All right, food. Just relax, man.
Yeah, right, whatever.
Come on.
Duke's right. I'm going to give you complete approval. You can make any revisions you want before the article goes to press.
Okay, okay. I mean, are you sure that you wouldn't rather have something a little more colorful for your first issue?
Casey, I'm not looking for sensationalism. People like to be inspired, you know. And you have provided us all with a wonderful example of someone who's overcome a severe handicap and is making the best of it.
Well, I don't think I've overcome it. You know, every day's a struggle. I mean, everything that I took for granted, you know. Like I never felt envy before, and I feel it all the time now. You see Duke here, my assistant? He's just getting started in medicine. And He's got his whole career ahead of him. And I envy him so much. I mean, God, I envy him. It just about eats me up. I mean, I envy people who can hold a cup of coffee. The tough thing's not being able to hold my kid or my wife. The thing I gotta fight all the time is self-pity. You know, I have to fight that every day. Every damn day I have to fight that. And it wins more often than I do, you know.
I understand you're going to go to the VA hospital and speak to some of the patients there.
Yeah, well, they think I'm some sort of great example for these guys, you know, that are afraid to go out in the real world. I don't know. I kind of dread it. I mean, how can I encourage these guys when I know what it's going to be like for them out there? I mean, it's going to be hell, you know?
I know what you mean, but don't you think it's better to be in the midst of the battle than on the sidelines? Then you have your moment to be the champ.
Well, you know, that woman in the kitchen? She's a champ. She's a peach. I mean, if I'm able to move ahead at all, it's because of her. I mean, she deals with my moods, she deals with my depression, and she even knows when to call me on it.
Casey, how could she do otherwise? She loves you.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something. She gets a lot more than she gives a lot more than she gets. That's what I mean.
I know what you mean. And I hear someone, don't you?
Yeah, I sure do. I gotta tell you, I really wish I could hold that baby.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, but I don't want to interrupt, but she heard your voice and she wants to see what's going on.
Uh-oh, well, what's going on with you, Katie did? You're awful quiet now. How you doing, Boops?
You knew too? My God, who didn't?
No. Hal, it isn't important who knew and who didn't know. Your wife is in trouble. I talked with her right after she talked with you, and she's devastated. Now, you go tell her that you forgive her.
Whether I do or not.
Yes, of course. Because even if you don't now, you will later on. Once you have just stopped to realize that she was misguided and that she didn't tell you the truth because she was so scared that she'd lose your love.
How come she had so little faith in my love, Lisa? We made a vow to trust each other. She should have shared her earliest suspicion with me.
Did you share yours with her?
Look, if Barbara could delude me about something as important as Adam's paternity, how can I ever trust her to level with me on even the smallest thing? I don't know who she is anymore. Plus, there's her vindictiveness toward Emily, her obsession with Paul. Everything that I have learned since I got back from Washington makes me feel that I don't know the woman I married.
I know that you are really shocked about this. I know how hurt and disappointed you are. But you cannot stand there and tell me that suddenly you just don't love this woman anymore. You can't tell me you don't love her anymore, and that all the good that you had, you've totally forgotten.
No. I can't tell you I don't love her anymore. Can't imagine spending the rest of my life without her. But I do know that you can't have a marriage without trust. And it may take a long time to rebuild it. And I guess I have to try.
I can't tell you how relieved I am to hear you say that. Now you go tell that to Barbara. The worst is now behind you.
you have like a mustard tone? That you can
Hi, Shannon. How are you?
Hi, Blake. How are you?
What happened to Jess?
She just went to the car to get some papers. Don't worry.
Oh, all right. Oh, how did Emily do in her first day of community service at the EMC?
Well, actually, I haven't been to the Earl Mitchell Center today yet, but I'm sure she's doing fine.
Hello. How's my timing?
Oh, perfect, actually. You remember Lily?
Yes,
And this is Blake Stevens. This is Colin Crowley, artist extraordinaire.
How do you do?
Oh, I love your paintings of Duncan and Shannon.
Oh, those are your work. Excellent.
Thank you very much. I'm especially pleased with Shannon's portrait, although it is easy to be inspired when the subject is a beautiful woman.
Well, speaking of beautiful women, she walks in on time. Just remember Colin Crowley? Yes, I do. It's good to see you again. Here for a visit?
Yes, for a while, we'll see.
Oh, great. Well, welcome.
Yes,
Thank
just
you.
a minute.
Enjoy.
Jessica, it's for you. It's Barbara.
Oh, thank you. Yes, Barbara.
Jess, hi. Your office told me where to find you. Listen, I really need to see you right now.
Okay, you want to tell me what this is about?
No, it's just very urgent.
I'm sorry I was here when your mom came by. Maybe you guys could have talked to work things out.
Well, I'm not sorry. Not again.
Oh, it's Hal.
Uh-oh. Hey, Hal, come on in.
Hi. Oh, I hope I'm not disturbing you.
No. You remember Rini, right?
Ah, of course, the beautiful Rini. Nice to see you again.
You too. Paul, I'll see you later. Come by for dinner if you want, and we'll talk when I'm not busy, okay?
Great. Sounds good.
Bye.
Bye, Rini. You'll talk, huh?
Hey, be nice.
It's cute.
Yes, she is. Have you seen Mom? She came by before, but Rini was here, so I couldn't talk. I know she was upset.
Yeah, and not just by you, believe me. I did my share.
You talked to her about Emily.
Not just that. Listen, Paul, I found out something after I saw you that really knocked me for a loop. Turns out that it wasn't news to your mother when I told her that I was Adam's father.
You mean she knew before you did?
Yeah.
And she just told you that now?
Well, actually, she didn't tell me. I had to find out through an anonymous letter. The point is, I'm afraid that your mother and I have our work cut out for us if we want to save our marriage. Which I do.
Good. Hal, I really want you guys to stay together, too. Damn, why does she have to do this kind of stuff? I mean, after all she's got going for her.
I don't know. Believe me, I don't know. Tom and Margot say it's because she's afraid of losing me, but I mean, I find that so hard to understand. I mean, it's always been hard for me to realize what a beautiful and talented woman like your mother would want with an ordinary cop.
Oh, come on, Hal. Give me a break. You know that you're the best thing that ever happened to her.
Yeah, but why doesn't she trust my love, Paul? Why not?
Maybe because she doesn't think that she deserves your love.
Well, I guess being beautiful and talented doesn't necessarily mean you're not going to be insecure, I guess.
I don't want to make excuses for her.
Hey, I don't either. Believe me, I don't. But I just have to know where she's coming from. I'm going to patch this thing up and build a real trustful relationship this time.
I hear you. I guess I'm going to have to try, too. And I really will.
Hey, that's all I can ask. You know, somehow we'll get through this one. And maybe we'll even be a better and a closer family than we were before, huh? Like that.
Where'd you two find each other?
Out on the front porch. How'd the interview go, Casey?
Not bad. Did you get a hold of Susan?
No, I'm going to try now if you don't mind.
Sure.
Bye.
Hey, sweetie, you all right?
Yeah, Margot didn't tell me that Duke was going to be here.
Emily, it's Bob Hughes. Is your mother there? Oh, they said she left the hospital early because she wasn't feeling well. Listen, if she gets in soon, will you ask her to call me at Lila's? Thanks.
All right, I am sorry, Liam, but I thought that if you two got together, you could work out your problem.
Well, Margot, it's not as simple as that.
Why not?
Oh, Duke slept with another woman he picked up at the Silver Dollar.
Oh, honey, I am sorry.
And Margot, he says that it's no big deal, but it is to me. If he feels that it's no big deal with another woman, what's to stop him from feeling the same way about me someday?
Yes, well, Ivor, I just wanted to let you know that I was thinking of you and that I love you. Okay. Well, I'll see you soon. Drive carefully now. All right. Bye-bye.
You go, babe.
Thank you. Well, she sounded very brave, but I could still hear the hurt in her voice.
Who that is?
Cal.
Kirk, how you doing? Emma, I'm gonna run do some chores.
Okay.
Emma, I know I'm the last person you want to see right now, but I had to come by and ask you not to blame Ellie for all of this. The last thing I want to see is the Snyder family split apart.
Well, I do blame Ellie. Because Ellie is part of this family.
Well, I feel as though I'm part of this family, too, and if you have to blame something, why not blame the circumstances? This never would have happened if it hadn't been over with Iva.
Oh, come on, Kirk. Now, you know it's not that simple, that easy. We know what Iva's going through with this therapy. I mean, this just confirms. This confirms her lack of trust in men. This just makes it harder on her. And I think you have to know, too, the reason she's not seeing you isn't because she doesn't love you any longer. And I can't believe that you don't love her any longer either.
Emma, I just can't... I can't keep sacrificing my life for feelings that don't have a future. I think Ellie and I do have a future, but only if she stops blaming herself for all this.
Well, I know Mama was going to take it hard, Ellie. I just didn't want you to blame yourself, so that's why I called.
Well, I was, but I'm not anymore because I'm just tired of feeling responsible for everyone else's happiness.
Ellie, you know I want you to be happy, but I'm not sure that Kirk is the answer. You can't be certain that he's over Iva yet.
Tell me what is certain, Caleb.
Well, it's certain I love you and I want what's best for you.
Thank you. I want what's best for you, too, and I'm real glad you're going to Waco. It's a great opportunity for you.
Well, I'm not in any real big hurry. We've been having a ball. We just went over to Malibu. It's beautiful. And Julie is incredible. I'm gonna hate to say goodbye to her tomorrow.
Well, you know how Meg is. She's going to have those girls lined up waiting for you.
Yeah, that's right, huh? Well, look, Ellie, I'm gonna say goodbye now, okay? Take care of yourself. Bye. Thank you. How come it took me so long to notice you, huh?
You know, I was just wondering the exact same thing. I remember seeing you at the Mona Lisa in the cellar. I always thought you were good looking, but I don't know, I never gave you a second glance. I guess it was because I was preoccupied.
Well, the same goes for me.
You're very special, Caleb. You make me feel special, too. You know what it's like? It's like being handed a glass of water, and after you drink it, you realize how thirsty you were. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, it does. I tell you, if I'm dreaming, don't wake me up, okay?
I think we're doing entirely too much talking.
Hey, wait a minute. Where are you going?
I'm going home. I want to be there when Iva gets there.
Well, now, Emma, you know that could be hours. I mean, she's with Dr. Michaels. Oh, sweetheart, look, I know you're upset by Kirk's visit, but you've got to give the man credit for coming out here to face up to it.
Please, please, Cal. My credit is exhausted. I mean, I think both he and Ellie behave like a couple of impulsive teenagers.
Well, who in the world can that be?
I don't know.
Evening, Cal. Sorry if I'm intruding.
No, Jared, that's all right. Come on in.
Well, Iva said that Emma was out here, and I was just worried about her. How is she? Is she all right?
Well, you can see for yourself.
Emma, how are you doing?
Hello. I'm okay. Yeah.
You know, I couldn't believe I ran into that damn Snake Anderson there.
Oh, no, Jared, just hold it now. I'll thank you to keep your judgmental opinions to yourself while you're in my house.
What is it with you? Why are you defending this man who was going out with another woman while he was still
you're
seeing
running
Iva?
off your mouth about somebody that you know nothing about.
What is there to know about a career woman with loose morals that just sleeps with any man that comes
Now,
along?
wait a minute. I'm not going to let you just stand here and badmouth Ellie like that.
Hi. So you do understand why I brought Hal here today?
Yeah, I guess so.
I was convinced that seeing Adam would encourage him to work things out with Barbara.
You think it did?
I hope so. Because if his marriage falls apart with Barbara, I can envision him spending all his time over here with Adam, and I know you don't want that any more than I do.
You're right about that. Right, sweetheart.
Barbara?
Dear Hal, I know you can't forgive me, and I don't blame you because I can't forgive myself. I would do anything to save our marriage, but I can't stay here knowing how you feel. By the time you read this letter, I will have left Oakdale.
Stay tuned for Guiding Light, next on most of these CBS stations. Furs by Christie Brothers. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.
This is CBS.